Hello, y'all. This is Michelle with Michelle's Whimsy and Bling. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator out of South Carolina, United States. Today, we are going to do a little color challenge that I saw from a Facebook group that was suggested to me. And when I saw the colors, but I tried it and I was actually pretty impressed with the end result. So I wanted to share it with you. Now, months ago, I had made this. This was not a color challenge, but I was just playing around. I really liked the embossing folder, and I thought I would just play around with some blues and some purples, and I just really like it. Haven't even sent it out to anybody because I like it that much. So that's kind of what we're doing today, only with different colors. Here is what I did create. Same embossing folder as the one I just showed you, but using the colors from the color challenge. Looks nice. I actually like this one better, but I like the background blueberry or blackberry bliss on this one better. Here's a different embossing folder using the same colors, the same ink, and it looks completely different in my opinion. I actually don't like this embossing folder with the color challenge as much as I like this, but overall I like this embossing folder. So let me show you the ink colors that the challenge was for. Calypso Coral, Mossy Meadow, and if you know me in real life, you know that Wild Wheat is absolutely not my favorite color at all. I apologize if you can hear the continuous squeak, squeak, squeak of my dog's toy, but at least he's not barking. So those were the three colors that we were challenged to use. And let's go ahead and get going on our color challenge. Now, tonight we're only going to make one out of each embossing folder. Let me show you those really quick. We have this one, which is the Countryside Blossoms embossing folder. It coordinates with the Countryside stamp set and dies. And then, oh boy, no. Sorry. And then this one is the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. And this was in, or it's still in the mini catalog. And don't quote me on it, but I'm thinking it is carrying over once the mini catalog ends at the beginning of January. Can y'all believe January? It's almost here. I'm like, no. Yes, and then they look so innocent. So, you can't really see it because I have them off screen, but I'm kind of going to try to do a little bit of what I did before. I wanted to do, these are the blending brushes. You rub it in like I did, and you tap, 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 and then very lightly, and I have a hard time following my own voice, you just lightly go on the paper. Now, normally you would start on the edge and bring it in, but because I want this in the middle, we have to do it very lightly. Light at first, and then you can add more as you go on. Now, just for giggles, let's do the same thing over here. There's no defined middle part like there is here, but let's just go ahead and see how this acts. And remember, this one is a distressed folder, meaning that you're not going to see, some parts are flatter than others. I want to add just a little bit more here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's do our Wild Wheat. Y'all know, not my favorite color at all. Not at all. And you can see, I don't feel like I picked up that much of the wild wheat, and yet there's a good bit on there. And with this, I am literally just going around. I think the wild wheat did serve a good purpose for the fall colors. I think it did work really well there. But yeah. So next we're going to go into our mossy meadow, and we're going to do that on the outer corners. Now, one thing we even have that was a strange one there. So now I think I would like to go back in and put a little bit more here. All right, I don't think I want, well, let's see. A little bit more pronounced there. But I think I would like our mossy meadow to be a little bit more defined in the corners. And right now, I am using a pretty heavy hand on those corners. Do a little bit there, there, there. The thing you have to remember with this is when to stop. And sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. However, I think I'm happy with those. They look similar because I did them basically the same, but yet they look different at the same time. Now, I did not do it like this when I was creating these samples, when I was just playing around to see if I even liked this. But, so my samples look different. Where's the other one? See, this one I put wild wheat in the center and calypso coral on the outside. And the mossy meadow got intermixed with it and kind of made it look a little more brownish, and that was fine. And then over here, you know, I was lighter handed on this one than I was on this one. This one has a lot more calypso coral in here too. So now let's see which particular colors of cardstock look better. We're just going to have to model them all. Now you see, in this one, I don't know that I like it on the Coastal Caribbean. Ooh, I kind of like it on there. I'm thinking that, okay, because I went heavy-handed on the corners, it doesn't have as much definition between the emboss folder or the embossing that we did and the cardstock. So I'm not going to use that one. I do think, I don't think I like it on that one. Let's see. That one I don't think looks too awful bad. Oh, now this is interesting. That's not too awful bad there. Wish y'all could tell me which one y'all liked. I think I like that. I think I like the Night of Navy the best. Honestly think I like the Night of Navy best for both of them. So let me get out my other piece of cardstock and we'll fold it really quick. And then we can go ahead and put our cards together. I went ahead and I did, well, I did not do this challenge with my team, but I posted it on our team page and I said, hey, I took a picture of the 4 cards that I had done. I said, hey, this was a color challenge. Can you tell me what colors were used? And a lot of people, they're like, okay, an embossed piece to adhere. You need to use a good adhesive to make sure that it stays where you want it. Some people then said Blackberry Bliss, and others said Bubble Bath, which is a very light pink. Others had, is it Berry Burst, I think? And some had Old Olive. So it was really, really, really interesting. And do you know what I did not do? I did not do the ribbon. Let's see. Should we do this one? Should we do this one? Kind of am not feeling that one. Not feeling that one, and I'm not feeling that one either. So let's go to our standby. And you know what our standby is? It is our linen thread. I think every crafter needs to have some linen thread in their stash. And you know what? We are just honestly going to go ahead and make these cards similar. I have no idea how long this is. It's about that long. What? Almost 12 inches, I would say. And let's go ahead. We are using the, I think it's called the Decorative Circle Punch. I think. I can't remember the name. See, I did not want a whole lot of stuff to go on the front because I wanted to really showcase the embossing folders. Now, I think we need to use Night and Navy ink for our sentiment. Can you tell I was really surprised that both of them looked good on Night and Navy? See, that's why you can just never really tell until the end product what is going to look good. Now, the stamp set we're using for our sentiment is called Courage and Faith, and it has 4 different Bible verses, and it has nice florals that are curved. And this is a really fun little one. You could do lots of fun stuff with that. And honestly, I don't even think I noticed that one before, but I can't wait to use that one. So this is what we're using, Be of Good Courage. I thought that it would be a nice one to use. I don't know about you, but I have more than 1, more than 2, 3, and probably more than 5 stamp sets that have yet to see ink. And until I made the sample cards, this is one of those stamp sets. Yes, I do need to, oh, what is it? I need to re-ink my ink pad. And I just picked up a re-inker. I am so bad, y'all, about buying a new ink pad, not having a re-inker, and then I'm like, oh, crud, I need to re-ink it. So, all right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the whole like little whimsy thing of just putting some adhesive on the cardstock and adhering our linen thread. And you could do it based on your fingers. You could do it like that. And then I kind of like twist it. Oh, don't look half bad. And you might need to fiddle faddle with that. Now let's see, where's my take a pic tool? Because, you know, I struggle getting the dimensional things off. If I can have a tool do it for me, that would be good. And you know what? That is not going to work because our decorative circle is kind of large. And I don't want it peeking out a lot, but it needs to be peeking out some. Oh, that looks like a hot mess, y'all, doesn't it? Yes, yes, yes it does. Okay, well, we might be able to make this work. We can make it work. We can make it work. Need to cut that little one. Not the greatest. I've done better. All right, let's see about this one. All right. Let's see. Oops. See, I struggle. I love some whimsy. I like having, you know, the whole ribbon and bows and all that, but y'all, this girl struggles. Bad struggles. All right. Yep, we're gonna go with that. We are just gonna go with that one. All right, there you go. Now, what I probably should have done is I should have lightly, and I do mean very, very lightly, taken one of my sponging brushes and had, I'll show you on this one, gone around the edges in a color, just so that it's not stark vanilla against the, there. And you can see that really makes it look better. And if we had done Calypso Coral, see, that would have looked really pretty too. So there's another option to do. I should have done it. I did not even think about it. But there you go. That is another way to utilize your embossing folders and to stretch your creativity, because I'll be honest with you, wild wheat thrown in there, I was like, I don't know that I can do that, y'all. But as you can see, sometimes, depending on how you do it, sometimes how you end up sponging it with the ink really determines which particular card base you're going to put on there. Okay, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you try this technique. It is wonderful, and it's like your creativity could just go wild on this, trust me. So until next time, be whimsy and add bling, y'all. Bye.